Welcome back to the Cinema Cruise Point of View. And we're here today to talk about Disney Plus's Miss Marvel, the newest Marvel MCU series on Disney Plus. It's a big week, a lot of stuff going on. We had to find time to talk about this. There's been two episodes already, so we're here to talk about both. Of course, I'm here with the usual crew members. What's going on, man?
What's going on,
Hard body.
Big Dave, what's up, my
Yo,
brother?
what up, everybody?
E Money.
You know it, man. Smoking Edith bot.
Gotta be something, bro. Gotta be something. All right, man. That's how you get get your appetite up, right?
Yeah.
Get your monkeys going. All right. I love the shirt too, E. Another solid shirt for you, bro.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Everybody
you got
on
the shirts on point. So, guys, Miss Marvel, man. Let's talk about it. Before we get into the show bit by bit, just man, why don't you talk about how you feeling so far about the show? Stuff.
You know what? One thing I will say about the show is that it gave me vibes of like Diary of a Wimpy Kid and like a little bit of Malcolm in the Middle, minus the like talking at the camera, breaking the fourth wall. But I actually felt that it was a different pace that felt like a coming of age story. This is a teenage girl who is not the most popular kid, pretty much an outcast, and she ends up growing her story and growing into the person that she would become. And I think that that's one of the things that I really like because of the pacing is different. It's a different. It feels different. The vibe is lighter. It feels much different than everything else that we've seen so far. And I'm actually digging it. It's a good palate cleanser in a way.
Yes.
Dave.
I'm kind of echoing the same as E a little bit. It does have that
Man.
coming of age flick feel where it always starts out as the bully kid is gonna end up with the powers, like kind of like that Spider-Man feel. I want to say, like he was the nerd of his school, getting trounced on, people not respecting him, and he got powers. Now all of a sudden he came in all cool. It gave me that vibe. The first episode moved kind of slow, I thought, but I was like hoping for a save with the second episode, and I wasn't disappointed. So far, I mean, I think the show's going okay. Obviously, I wish they stuck her origin, but they did leave a little crack. So we'll discuss that. We'll discuss that when we go. But they left a little crack where she might still end up being, what the true origin is. So
Yeah, I would definitely want to talk about that. And how
yeah,
you
Right.
feeling so far about it, bro?
I loved it. I'm not even gonna lie. I felt like at first I was gonna agree with Dave with the first show being a little slow, but it wasn't because we saw Powers and she did what I wanted her to do in the first show, and I saw what I wanted to see. Second show was even better because it reminded me of Spider-Man. Like he said, I felt I got a Spider-Man vibe, and I even seen some things. So yeah, I'm ready. Let's go.
I want to make a show and let E watch it because he love all shows. So I want to make a show and let E be my only critic.
people like Mike sat there and watched the basketball game. It was fire.
Hey,
You know what it
the way,
is?
the way he was watching the court. What?
Right? His intense focus drove me. The
I
way he
believe
ate
it.
that popcorn with such conviction.
Well, let's start with one of the highlights of the show. First episode, we
shit.
get introduced right away to her family as she gets to wakes up in the morning. We see already that she's into Captain Marvel heavy, which is her origin. As far as in the comics too, on her wall, everywhere in her room and stuff like that. Then we kind of meet the mom, the brother, the pops, and she goes for the whole driving test. Ultimately, she fails, and the mom got to pick her up. So, just that first opening scene, man, how you felt about that, bro?
I loved it. Oh wait.
No, you good? Go ahead, go for it.
Go ahead, go ahead.
Oh, okay. I loved it. Listen, especially when she like right in the beginning, she was telling the story and it was like cartoon paper.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, you could tell she a Captain Marvel fan because she gassed that shit up.
Yeah.
She gassed that up like she did everything at the end. But long story short, I loved it. I love the breakdowns. I love seeing somebody that's like us in the MCU watching the events happen and how
That's dope.
they feel. I thought that was dope. I do. I even like how the world knows what happens. I, it's so much. It's so much stuff. I saw little Easter eggs and yeah. I can't wait. We can keep going. My fault.
Man,
I agree with E. I think that it was well done. I like to draw. I used to draw a lot, so that aspect, the storytelling aspect, is kind of like I was watching a storyboard come into life, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
And it was dope how they did that, and her explaining her pretty much catching everybody. If you didn't know, this is what's going on. This is what happened. And so it just like also he said for people who didn't know, or people who were unaware what was going on in the world, which you found out everybody else was aware in the world. But if you hadn't, this is your first time watching, her listening to her opening would tell you what kind of happened leading up to where we are now. So I thought it was a dope way to have a previously, or if you know, a refresher course in the opening. It was dope from coming from her perspective. And just the way that they did that, man. And I can't help but saying that, like, this show is so light, and it's not heavy. And for people who are looking for, you know, secret cults and daggers and cutthroat, you probably ain't gonna get that here. And I think that that's okay. And I like the shift in pace. And that's all I can say, man. But I ultimately agree with what he was saying, man. It was well done.
Yeah, I got thoughts on what you just said, man. Go ahead, Dave. How you felt about the opening?
Yeah,
up until the point where she failed the driver's test.
Yeah, I think they did. The first thing they did immediately, which I'm glad they did, was close a huge plot hole that was in a lot of other movies.
Yeah.
Where people are knowing the events of what happened and they weren't there. Like, you know, like in WandaVision when Monica and Darcy and Wu was talking about, you know, Captain Marvel and shit. They're talking like they was there, like they had like some, like it was on pay-per-view or some shit. Like, I'm like, how the hell they know what happened? Like, they're, oh, Captain Marvel did this and they didn't do this. Like, they closed the hole by letting the world, like letting us know that Scott Lang did a podcast where he broke everything down.
He told everything down, right?
Only thing I'm gonna say about that is that's true, but Scott Lang wasn't everywhere. So some stuff.
But no,
like,
but Scott Lang, I remember he was Giant Man. So he was
no on that scene. But
battle.
remember, they talked to the one chick, Val, knows what happened between Hawkeye and Natasha on Vormir. How the fuck she know that shit?
Oh
yeah. Well, this is obviously
that's a good point.
Lang didn't like come fresh off the battlefield and talk. Obviously, he talked to his other Avengers and got their sides of the shit too. So he was able to tell the whole story from their perspectives as well.
I don't know, man. Hawkeye don't feel like nobody who would sit there and say, "Listen, that's what happened, man."
Yeah.
Well, bro, you just blew up half of New York. You're gonna sit in some congressional hearing and tell somebody what the hell happened, bro. Like,
right? Like,
you think you're just gonna walk with that?
Like,
I forget it. I'm Hawkeye. I work for the government. I'm going home. I ain't telling y'all shit. Hell no, bro. You gotta have to sit in some congressional hearing. And they're gonna be like,
I could see more of that than him sitting down with Scott saying, "Listen, man, I had to let her go." I don't.
Well, no, but if they're all in a closed session, if they're like in a closed session, because obviously something like that would be closed to the public. So if they're in a closed session and Ant-Man hears the whole story, he could then come out and just tell the whole story.
But could he have a podcast? I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, he doesn't have a podcast though. He was a guest on someone else's
guest on a podcast.
Oh,
yeah, he was a guest on someone else's. No, it wasn't his. It was just the name of that episode was the name of the episode was Big Me, Little Me. Right. It was So that was the name. That was the name of the episode of that podcast. It wasn't the name of the podcast itself. You feel me?
We'll find out.
You gotta go back. You gotta go back and watch it. She makes it clear. She said when he appeared. Sorry,
I said we're gonna see that podcast probably in Quantumania.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I can see him doing that.
But I will say this though, she destroyed that car. Just she that damn car that driving test.
And then she tried to skip out on this legally, like leave the scene of an accident. Maybe he ain't shit. Like
that kills me, yo. When she looked forward, she like, oh, I don't got it in drive, right? And look forward and be like, wow. I was like, damn.
I heard the defense. I failed my first time too. So you know.
Oh, you did?
I almost.
I didn't hit a car though. I didn't hit a car, but I failed my first time.
See, I didn't know that because me and him was traveling everywhere. I felt safe in his car.
Yeah, I was.
Yo, what did you fail for, Mike?
Oh, parallel parking. I had a code.
Okay.
Damn.
Yeah, we have to do that out here.
I lied and said I would.
But I took a get it 2 weeks and I passed though. So that was good. So. Anyway, next though we see her at the school now, and we meet Bruno, her friend, who obviously got a crush on her, and then the other friend Nakia and stuff, and going through the school. We start to see what y'all talking about, how she's kind of like not popular and a little clumsy and yada yada yada. So we get in the full atmosphere of her whole life, which I think is a good introduction, and also the other chick Zoe. and stuff like that. Who I don't know if it's like her nemesis or friend, kind of like not really
She's the mean girl in this group.
Yeah, the mean girl, I guess.
Yeah, the mean girl. The head mean girl.
Right,
Is she gonna always stay the mean girl though, or do you feel like how I feel about it?
No, she's probably gonna be like more of a friend or end up being a friend later on. Because that's usually what happens in these kind of movies. These coming of age flicks, the cool kids realize, oh, he was cool all along.
Yeah.
You know,
the funny thing is, I like these type of movies now, but it's dope to have a Marvel spin on it.
It is. That's the only thing. Honestly, if this wasn't a Marvel flick, I wouldn't be watching this shit.
I know. Wow. I would.
Right.
Yeah, that's true. Like, I don't feel like watching a show about a teenage girl in high school. I'm good.
It got a Degrassi vibe to it a little bit too.
It does. It has a good vibe. Like, it's like a mixture.
What's
of
the movie?
Like,
I don't know if you saw it, Maine. The movie Olivia Wilde directed. She was what's with the two chicks? I'm gonna look it up. But anyway, we see her. Think about it. But we see her with her guidance counselor too now, talking to her, and we talk about her daydreaming. So let's give me a thoughts on the whole school, the friends, the guidance counselor. How you felt about that, bro?
I liked it. It gave me Saved by the Bell vibe.
Saved by the Bell. Wow.
Yeah, I used to watch that back in the day. So that vibe that it connected with me, I enjoyed it. I could sit there and watch through it. I like that she daydreams a lot. But I wanted to ask you guys too, isn't being like the shit they did in Endgame, isn't that like public information, right?
Now it is. But she explained it in her opening. She explained it. Like Scott Lang going on that podcast and telling everybody's like the whole story. Now the world knows what happened.
Okay.
So,
all right.
Okay.
Well, I think you're right, Dave. They had to like debrief and find out first of all, how the fuck did Tony Stark die? That's number one.
Yeah, exactly. Like, who's gonna be making our weapons?
Right.
You know, the government's gonna want to know that. Who's making our next missiles?
Yeah. So, but how you felt about the whole school part, man?
As far as like the conversation and everything like that.
Yeah, the guidance counselor and all that stuff.
You know what? I actually had that exact same conversation with my counselor way back in high school. So it was interesting because I was that kid who honestly, me and Kamala very similar. I was treated pretty much similar to her when I was growing up. And so it was a lot of parallels that I saw, and that conversation that she had, it reminded me of mine because I was drawing a lot and I wasn't paying attention in class because of, I was thinking about all these different things and just a lot going on. And so I see a lot of myself in her in a way. And I think that one thing I like about this show is that it's telling that story, or telling a story that people could relate to, but not being too heavy-handed on at the same time.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I thought that was a good scene to show other people, because those conversations are real, like for real. So I'm glad that they showed that, and I saw a lot of myself in her, especially in that scene.
Let me ask you something else, Dave. I'll skip over that part for you. When I went and touch on the Avenger Con that they're having in this show. And them getting, her and Bruno trying to get ready for that and getting the costume together. What do you think about that, Dave?
Oh, I thought that costume was whack. I mean,
I feel about the Avenger Con as a whole.
Oh, the Avenger Con as a whole was dope. It felt like the start of an actual video game. I don't know if you played a video game or not.
I did. I was looking for a lot of that.
Right? They had Avenger Con. They was at Avenger Con. It was at Avenger Con to celebrate Earth's Mightiest Heroes, and that's how the game starts. Like, that's the first level. So it kind of.
I would go to Avenger Con, by the way, if they had one. For real.
I went to the one in the game.
Who'd you dress up as, yeah? Would you dress up? Would you cosplay?
Heck yeah.
I would. Yeah, I probably.
I'm gonna go as Vision just to make people laugh, yo.
Who would you go as?
Vision.
Who you got?
I'm going Iron Man. That's my guy.
Iron Man?
Yeah.
Imagine Fat Vision, bro. That's all I gotta say, yo. You see a Fat Vision, you're gonna laugh, yo.
Luke Cage.
Okay. Yeah, you can get that off though, E.
Yeah, right. That's why I would do it. Yeah.
Nah, but he gotta be the old school Luke Cage costume with the metal fucking.
Yeah.
No.
No.
You ain't gonna be Luke Cage. You're gonna be Power Man.
He gotta be
Power Man. Right? Yeah, Power Man.
Yeah, with the fucking shirt and shit. He gotta
the fucking silk shirt.
Right. Hey,
I gotta say one thing about that part too, man. Around this time in the show, I was sitting here having serious doubt. I was like, wow. So far, all I'm seeing is stupid, goofy teenage kid stuff. Like, I better see some grown up stuff real quick. So at that, I'm just letting you know my feelings at that particular point.
I had a
Yeah.
feeling this is gonna be hard for you, Dave. This type
Yeah.
of show, but I was like, we'll see.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
stick it out, Dave. Stick it
Yeah.
out.
No, I am,
Yeah.
of course.
Yeah,
She's one of my
yeah,
favorite
yeah, yeah.
characters, bro. I'm gonna stick it out.
You
Trust
know
me.
what I
Okay.
want to say, honestly? Because we're watching The Boys right now, I like that it's like a different.
It's different. It's light.
Yeah.
It's a good tone.
Yeah.
It's like
Right.
one's like lighthearted, the other one's so dark, crazy.
Yeah, dark as hell. So
Yeah.
Super.
But I like that. I like the difference now because now it balances out real good for your appetite.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And in the middle, you got fucking crazy ass a Vader, Obi-Wan, and shit like
Yeah,
that.
right.
That's what I'm saying. It's a good palate cleanser.
It's a good
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
That was good.
But all right, so back to the house now. We already didn't touch on it when I asked you the first time, but how you feel about the family, man, at the crib?
They man, they remind me of my family too. It's crazy. It's crazy. Like for real. Like here's why. I grew up in church. Like I was in church literally. Like I kid you not. Monday through Friday I was in church, and then Sunday. Like I kid you not. I was in church every day. I grew up in church. So to hear how they were talking to her, that's how I was talked to. I wasn't able to do certain things. I wasn't able to go out. I wasn't able to do everything. And it frustrated the shit out of me, like all the time. And so, but just seeing the family though, I saw a lot of parallels. I saw the brother. I'm the older brother, but I saw the brother who is you got that family member who is, they family adores him and they get whatever they want, they do whatever they want. And all that. So I've seen all that, man. The father figure who's funny and charming and all that. The family was to me, again, it was one of those things where I was like, damn, I know these people. It was man, it tripped me out how kind of on point they getting things from me. Like they hitting kind of too close for home. I'm kind of scared to see what's in the next episode.
Oh, so now I know why you be singing. You using a church choir. I got it now. Now it all makes sense. That's all come together.
I had to. I had no choice.
Hey, he was up there eating like my man on Sister Act 2 and shit.
Yo, I was just about to say it too.
Yo. Look, here we go.
Jesus
That was made in church.
That was my movie, yo.
And my mom was in the crowd like, sing this song. Clap your hands.
I know. I made for had one of them sweaters with 3 buttons and shit.
Oh,
hey, I had that and a Cosby sweater. Like, and I had to wear them with a high top.
I remember church.
Oh man, hey, how you feel about the family though, E?
Oh, I like the family. I thought the family was smooth. I like how the family is so like it's different. I like it's like more realistic now, especially when you see the brother, his girl. Like I love that. I love the way that is, how it's mixed in. The mom is strict. I feel like the
mom hiding something.
Yeah, she's definitely hiding something.
Yeah,
she's strict as hell, and like Kamala is not that bad. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like she doesn't even like, even the things she wants to go to, I wouldn't second guess that if my child said, hey, I want to go to this Avenger Con joint, and I know they saving the world. All right, yeah, go ahead. You good on that one?
Dave, any thoughts on the family? Seeing me and them?
Yeah, I thought it was a kind of like a. I mean, I like always learning about. You have to learn about the background of the hero's family and everything. It's very interesting. This is a very interesting because you're not seeing a lot of this on television. Period.
Right.
Like this young teenage stuff, and especially being the Muslim aspect of it. It's good. It's like a window inside their world. At the end of the day, they're just like any other families. You know what I mean?
Right.
But it's nice to see it portrayed on screen so cleanly and so good. It's not like they're not showing anything or any extremists, anything like that at all. I love the way they're doing it.
Yeah, it's like real. It's like real.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like real.
Straight up.
Now
real.
we talking.
It's like
Are we
straight
talking
up
about? Are we talking about this is after? Are we talking about the family scene after she asked her mom could she go to AvengerCon?
Yeah.
Like when her mother made the Hulk costume for her?
No. Before that.
no.
Okay. So before that. Okay, not that far. Okay.
Yeah, the first
So
time.
All right.
We're right at what I like about the family is that they're actually showing the family,
Yeah.
Like now they got Disney Plus, they got more time to actually develop the more background characters for these characters. So like, the beginning, like you never seen fucking Doctor Strange's brother or anybody and shit like that. But now you get like more family members because you get more time to develop that. So I feel like
Absolutely.
it's like, now you met Sam's sister, right? And
Yep.
Captain America, and stuff like that. So you start to get different
Yep.
different parts. So I think that's pretty dope as well.
Right.
And the brother, I like
That's
the
a good
real, like
point,
you
Mike.
said.
That's a real good point, yo. That's a real good point. You're right about that, yo.
Yeah, like they give more time.
Yeah.
So it's like
Yeah, the only ones really learned about the family was Black Panther, was T'Challa.
Right.
And Black
got
Panther,
that.
you learned about all of his family.
Yep.
that's because they're all there in Wakanda.
That's good observation, yo. Shit.
Because Falcons got touched.
And
on
Thor,
in
obviously,
this-
you know
in the
about Thor's
show.
family too.
Thor too. Same
Yeah.
thing.
They're
though.
there.
like
Asgard.
kingdom.
Yeah, 'cause they're there, yeah.
It's a
That's
kingdom,
why.
right? They're all there.
And the brother, like you said, to your point, I like the realism because the brother, he's older, but he still lives there. He's not married. And their culture, he can't leave. That's why he got a whole fiance, but she got to come visit, knock on the door and everything and shit like that. So I think I like that they show that and stuff like that.
Yeah, and the fact that she abides by it and is like doing like it's just like it's real. I love it.
Yeah, like he ain't even smashed it yet. Like
Nope.
Right.
So like crazy. So
You think he ain't hit it yet?
Nah, you cannot.
Oh wow.
They can't live together yet.
So what happens if you get married and you don't like it?
You well. You
Oh
do
well.
it.
Yeah, you did it. You
For the
rolled
rest of your
dice.
life?
Think
That's
about
it.
how many times do you roll the dice as it is? So it's just another one.
I didn't know that. Wow.
That's every religious culture, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But it's just a lot stricter in that culture.
With them.
He ain't seen her hair yet. He ain't seen nothing past what she shows him.
Oh, hold on 1 second, guys.
Nothing.
You good. My man got the If I Ruled the World ringtone.
Right.
Hey, I also like they started showing Jersey City a lot.
Yo, love it that it's Jersey, man. That's now can I was about to ask you guys this too. I feel I got a Miles Morales feeling.
Yeah, I see that.
Mm.
I can see that. Yeah, Miles
Okay.
Morales, old
Because she always
Spider-Man.
been going to his house. Kamala always goes to his house and be waking him up and shit in the morning.
I like seeing the halal truck they was at. You know,
Yeah.
So that was pretty dope.
Okay.
And then we get to more about.
Yeah, he said. Hold on. He said one thing that was really funny. He said, "Halal guys charge you for extra sauce," and they do, yo. They do.
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
they do.
Yeah.
They do.
I hate
that
that
white
shit.
sauce. When you get
the white sauce. But you know what? Now I went on TikTok to find out how to make it, bro. Now
Did you?
they charge me. Yeah, it's easy to make, bro. Yo, TikTok teach you how to do everything, bro.
Dave said, "Man, I need my sauce, but I
need my white
sauce.
sauce, bro. I need that white sauce, bro. Like
That
my
nigga
platter.
walk over there just to bait him, be like, "Can I get more sauce?" He be
Cause
like,
yo,
you
just
I made my own.
if I order my platter with just the sauce, they just get that shit a little square. Like, yo, come on, bro. I ain't need no dry ass.
they're gonna be standing by the truck and selling the half price to other people.
Right.
Yo,
at the trash can before you get to the joint.
25 cents a pump, yo, and that's it. You get one pump, 25 cents. Because they charge like 69 cents for a little packet, yo. I'm like, come on, man.
Look, they go get their food, and then all of a sudden you go hit my man.
Right.
right.
Yo, watch
You
halal
need
guys.
sauce?
Yo,
I know that shit dry, nigga. Like,
yo, for real, yo, look your throat. What you want, this water or some sauce?
You want it dry? But you gotta buy.
He gonna be like them dudes, them sneaker dudes in the mall. Hey, my man, come on, I know that them is dry. Let me fix you up. Let me hook you up. Come on, bro.
Yo, I won't be surprised though. I won't be surprised if this show ends up with some commercial appeal that halal guys decide to just give free sauce because they don't want to get that stigma. Like, damn, they right, yo, these halal guys, the street guys, trash us.
That's
Bro,
crazy.
let me talk about. We haven't really touched on a bit. How you feel about Bruno, the main side friend? Man,
he's so far pretty close to the comics.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's cool.
He's really so far. He's being very comic accurate with him so far. They're not doing anything crazy yet. Obviously, we're going to talk about second episode, but at that point in the show, he wasn't doing anything really crazy, you know. So
I
far,
do find this weird though. They're in high school, right?
Yeah.
Don't it look like he lived by himself and got his own apartment?
yeah. No, he don't live by himself. He has his parents. His parents own that store downstairs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because you bring up a good point. I ain't seen his parents not once.
Me either. That's why I was looking up like,
store.
damn.
But they never showed.
He always going to her house to eat too.
Yeah, he's always at her house
to
and shit.
eat.
Yo, there's one small thing I gotta say, y'all. Maybe I don't know this. Who watches Walking Dead here? Nobody?
Yeah.
Nobody? You do?
Yeah.
So This kid, do you remember him on Walking Dead, Henry?
Oh shit, he was the one eager. Was he the one eager to go out and then he got killed?
So he has a brother who played the younger version of him in the show, also the real life actor. The real life actor's little brother played him in the show. Also, if you remember season 2, the little girl that killed her sister, that Carol had to shoot her in the head, that's his older sister in real life.
Damn.
They're like 3 acting children all from The Walking Dead. It's just crazy, yo.
So they might be on here.
Huh? Possibly, or maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, they might be on here.
And something else I found out, man. Max from Stranger Things. I don't know if y'all watch Stranger Things. Yeah. Max from Stranger Things is Ethan Hawke's daughter.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
I did not know that, bro.
Yeah.
Ethan Hawke and Uma Thurman.
Yeah, Uma Thurman. Yeah,
that's why she looked like Uma Thurman. Okay,
yeah. Bro,
that nose.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because she do make. I forgot about that.
I was floored when I heard that. I was like, "What?"
I was showing TJ. I was like, "Look, she gonna do a scene where she looks like her dad, and then sometimes she looks like her mom."
Yeah.
Damn.
Sorry, not to get off track.
You good? I only watched these things. I knew that actually. Yeah. That's crazy. May, how you think? How you feeling about Bruno? Her friend, sidekick, whatever you want to call him.
Much like everybody else was saying, I think that they do a good job of keeping him for the most part right now as true to the comics as possible that we're used to, and I'm looking to see what happens moving forward, like Dave said. But for the most part, I like the way they portray him. He's a dope kid, seemingly got a lot of hidden things going on, a lot of things that he feels that he's not talking about.
He's not telling.
Yeah. And I think that they doing him right. Yeah.
Okay. And he's smart too. So.
Yeah, he's actually a certified genius, but
yeah, he is. He's up there.
I want to know what the hell kind of app he got that can read vitals and shit. I'm like, what the fuck?
That's what I said. He just held an iPad talking about it's coming from you. But we'll get to that part, yo. We'll get to that.
I'm sorry.
That's why I said he hasn't done anything crazy yet.
Look, my man Mike for once went ahead of the script.
Yeah.
My fault. Yeah, you're right. Sorry, guys. All right, so we get more about her and her family because, like Dave said, the first episode kind of slow. Let's fast forward to the part where her and Bruno, they kind of make the plan to go to AvengerCon, and she has a plan in her head that she kind of scripted. It tells Bruno what we're going to do. We're going to get on the bike, go on the bus, go to the con, get back by 9 a.m., blah, blah, blah. Meanwhile, Bruno making the things, but she does go make her costume, and this is when she gets the bracelet. Now, the bracelet from her family, her mom told her to put the box up. She went and got the bracelet anyway. So before they even go, she puts on the bracelet. So let's talk about this bracelet. Dave, what do you think about this bracelet, bro?
When I first saw it, they did the old reveal. We hold it up, and the mother looks at it with the... I was like, my heart sank lower at this point. I was like, oh my God, they're running away, so far away from her origin. Now they're going to make somebody else in her family a Miss Marvel. And she was a Miss Marvel before this one. So they cleaned it up nicely later. I'll go into detail on that. But it was a typical, here's the thing that's going to make her happen. And I always thought it was going to be 2. So I could be like, oh, they're the quantum bands. But no, not the quantum bands either. I have no idea what the hell this
I thought they were going to be that.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be 2. I didn't know it was just going to be 1.
Well, I thought 2.
So at this part, my heart was like falling slower and slower into like, oh my God, I'm going to have to give this episode a really low rating, yo, because they're just hitting all the tropes, each one. But again, I'm sticking with it all the way through. I don't care how it ends up. I'm sticking with it all the way through. So yeah, that's how I felt about it. I just felt a little scared, I should say. Okay. About where they're going.
So for the AvengerCon, her parents decide to finally let her go, but on the condition that her pop goes with her, and they come with this whole Hulk outfit. Dad dressed up as the Hulk. We thought about that, bro.
Man, I thought, the dad, that outfit was actually perfect for the dad. I actually would have brought the dad because he goofy enough to go. You get what I'm saying? Like he looked like he was fun. So I now the mom. Was she dressed up too? Didn't she have one on?
No.
No? Oh, all right. No, she was holding one, but it was for her.
Yeah.
All right. I don't know. I think she overreacted. I think I would have took my dad because he looked like he was right. He looked like he was with it. I think.
What about you, man?
I'm torn because I understand her parents meant well, and I've been there, and I as my own
May
as
having
you know,
flashbacks.
Hell yeah, yeah.
yeah. So I understand that they mean well, and but at the same time, I think that while I get that some of you guys would agree to take your pops with you, I felt like for her, this was a moment that was special to her, and she knew that her parents wouldn't understand how it's important to her, the culture. Even if she were to take her pops, he wouldn't even be in the right mindset or the mindset to explain all that stuff and to really just really understand that. And it would kind of like she would have to be watching her dad while trying to prepare for this thing that's really, really important to her. And she just wanted to be about her and her friends and not be it. No parents allowed. And so I kind of understand both sides, but this was a tough scene because I'm also, we also parents too.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? So we know at some point that day's coming for us if it hasn't already.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
already.
It happened to me already.
So it hasn't happened for me yet. So it's like
Yeah.
I'm like, well, damn, like shit, I get it, but at the same time, I get her side too.
Yeah, happened to me with a carnival, and my daughter said, I want to go with my friends, stuff like that. I was gonna take it, or something like that. So I get it. It's cool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, my son would be like, yeah, my friends from school asked me, can I go to this party? Can I go? I'm like, bro, you're 12.
Yo,
we're all 12.
My nephew did the same shit to me, man. When he was 17, man, he had me drop him a block away. Like he had me drop him with regret. He was like, it's right up here and shit. So I pulled the fuck up, and then I'm like, waiting for him to go in, and this motherfucker like on his phone, and I'm like, yo, what happened? He was like, nothing. So I'm like, yo, where the hell is that? Yo, I drive down the block. Yo, there's a party outside that house.
Hell
man,
that should be making me feel
kids.
old, man.
Right?
Hell no.
He don't want to get a ride to the party and shit.
Right.
Yeah, what we say of
yeah,
Dave.
too cool to ride up on 4 wheels.
Uncle Dave? What's wrong with Uncle Dave? Nothing wrong with Uncle Dave.
Fucking cool,
man.
Yeah.
Damn.
All right. So anyway, next we're talking about his genius, the gloves that I thought it was pretty dope. That that he made. Bruno made for stuff like that. I mean, they wouldn't have power and not like that, but it's pretty dope. Just be like a home concept.
Oh yeah, no, definitely.
They look like they were made out of light bright.
They did look like they were made out of light bright.
Probably what time is this? This is 2022, right? Or around that time?
No,
okay.
It's
probably 2025 in MCU.
Yeah, it's 2025. Okay. They're up. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, well, okay, I get it. But yeah, it do look like light bright though. It did.
Yeah, well, let's get to the main part of the show, the actual Avenger Con. So we get her. She does sneak out. She goes there, wears the bracelet. Everything goes awry. The bus thing don't work. She loses the damn bike. She get there. We see everything, all the Easter eggs. I'm sure y'all been through them inside of Avenger Con and stuff like that. And we see that the Miss Marvel Captain Marvel contest going on. And she's not happy about it. Lose the gloves, stuff like that, and then powers take off. So, Dave, how you felt about the whole Avenger Con scene, bro?
Yeah, that was dope. That was dope. How I went through. I still have to comb it for Easter eggs. I haven't yet, but I still got to comb it for Easter eggs. Yeah, I know it was a lot. Yeah, I know.
It was a lot, though.
Yeah, I know. I really wanted to get a chance to sit down though and examine it frame by frame. But yeah, and I thought it was good. The contest was dope. Somehow I have a feeling that the gloves are going to come into play later. I don't know. I don't know why. Because they just got left and then we never heard from them again. It's still his technology running around out there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If another,
I see what you're going.
Yeah. So I don't know what was in them. I don't know how he made them. I don't know what. But I got a feeling they're going to come into play later. The whole scene was dope. Are we talking about what she did? Like her performance? All of it,
the whole time, yeah.
So yeah. Then I thought the Ant-Man head was kind of stupid to be a disaster thing. I don't know what they would have used. I don't even think she needed to save anybody in that scene. If I was directing it, I wouldn't have had to save anybody. I would have just had to show off the powers, get scared, and leave, and that would give you the same reaction on some clip. But I guess they had to show her save somebody or do her some hero shit. So I let it slide on that one. But the show started to pick up for me at this point. Bruno's starting to get a little bit crazy with his adventures. Instead of just airbrushing costumes and making cardboard light up hats, now he's making lit up gloves. And and you got to see the powers for the first time. And yeah, it was dope. It was dope. I kind of liked it. The show started to pick up, and I'm like, okay, good. Now we're moving along.
All right, E, how you felt, bro?
Man, I loved it. I do gotta ask you guys, what was your favorite Easter egg that you guys did see?
So far,
so far, because mine was the Ant-Man in the water. Because I knew somebody had to film that on that ferry boat. There's no way you see this dude get that big chasing somebody on that ferry boat. Like I love that Easter egg. I thought that was dope.
I thought it was the reference to Kingo from Eternals in part 2. When they were in the diner.
Yeah,
and they were naming like what actors that he fell in love with, and she was like, "Oh,
That
he
was
in love
dope.
with Kingo. He was in love
That
with
was
Kingo
Kingo
and his
talking about,
father.
yeah.
And his
That's
father.
probably my
I'm like,
favorite
it's
one.
really the same
Mine too.
dude. Now I'm starting to think that that's where she might have got the bangle.
Oh,
That's why I'm starting to think that the grandmother, because they would have both been in India at the time, or Pakistan. Now it's Pakistan. But they both would have been in that time, and he might have been one of her lovers and gave her the bangle, or she inherited his Eternals gene, and that bangle woke it up. Mm-hmm.
Before we get there, let me ask May, how you felt about the whole Avenger Con scene and her powers being unleashed and stuff like that?
You know what? To echo the sentiments of Dave, I liked how everything kind of played out. It was it had a lot of it was more like, again, we transported to the viewpoint of a teenager and what she was thinking about, what everybody else was thinking about, and just what a convention was like. I've never been to a convention before. So just to see that, I got excited when I see stuff like that, because I can only imagine what it's like.
Bro, you never went to Comic-Con in San Diego?
Never been.
Wow.
Never been to Comic-Con, never been to E3, TwitchCon, none of that.
Okay.
So so it's like I get excited to see that stuff. But it was cool to see that. As far as the gloves, I think that Dave was onto something too. I think that there is something that those gloves will come into play in some form or fashion later. But it was just dope how you saw Kamala and Co. And my man, I forget his name, of course, Bruno. Them kind of like focused on this, like this contest is numero uno to them,
right?
And I felt that, and they in that moment, in that scene, you felt that, and they did a really good job of showing how important this entire event was to everybody. Everybody was coming together, geeking out, and I think that plus the powers and everything like that, everything else played out really, really dope, and it set up that to me, if anything, was the impetus for the narrative of the story. That was the moment that said, okay, this is what the show is about. That moment catapulted it, and I thought that was dope.
Yeah, I agree. I think it was dope. They must have said like teenagers only, because if it was a Avengers Con, it would be old people there. Trust me.
Oh yeah,
right.
But man, let me tell you something, man. I will say this real quick. It would have warmed the shit out of my heart if Stan Lee was there as a cameo and he was the only old person there. Yeah, I would have loved that. That would have been so dope. He'd have been like, "What? Am I the only old person here?" Like something like that. That would have been so dope. So dope.
And remember, this is Jersey. So this Avenger Con is either small to the city or it's for the students. At the high school.
Yeah, I used to mess with a girl from Jersey City too. Jersey City crazy. But how you I did. I met her on a train too, by the way. But anyway, how you felt about her powers got unleashed, her saving the girl and all that stuff, bro?
I liked it, and I see why they switched their powers. Like I actually like how they switched it, because it's still kind of the same, but it just looks different. Instead of her skin stretching like Mr. Fantastic, it's an energy base that's stretching. And I like it. I thought it was good, especially when she did the stretch arm and caught the girl and it broke. She's gonna have to learn how to control it, harden it, lighten it up. Yeah, so she has some stuff she got to deal with.
She actually do more. Actually, I feel like now, because she could like we'll talk about episode 2, but it's a little
she
different.
could do more, right? Yeah,
yeah,
like block incoming attacks and stuff like that. Yeah, she has a better defense too.
I like it too. What they did for the Avenger, it makes sense. Sometimes you got to change from comics to cartoons to live action. So it kind of makes sense.
And it makes sense. It's like a candy crystal Green Lantern, almost.
My man Dave over there eating borscht.
Yeah, my bad. My girl went grocery shopping. I had to carry the waters in, and then my girl's mother made spaghetti. So
What, made you hungry?
fucking
Yeah,
that shit
what-
up to you.
That
Yeah.
man-
I just
that man
burned some
eating,
calories. Gotta put it back.
So that man eating chunky soup, Campbell's chunky soup.
Fuck it up.
Mm-mm. Just
That makes the baby and porridge.
Borscht.
I wish I had a borscht. Shit.
All right. Well, episode ends. She get caught by her mom sneaking back in the crib as suspected. More than likely, and it kind of ends on that note. And then we get the post credit scene, which is the DO. What do they call it? The DODC, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Son looks slimy. Right?
Remember, he
Am I right?
was Spider-Man No Way Home.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was. He was.
Yeah.
Well, I think he dirty. Him and his partner, yo.
Oh,
they scrolls.
Dirty. Yeah.
I'm calling it right now. I'm calling it right now. They scrolls,
Yeah,
bro.
they scrolls. I ain't
Part of
thinking
the
that.
they're gonna kick off Secret Invasion with the end of this movie.
I don't think he is. She might be. I don't think he is though.
Somebody's a damn scroll because that shit. She goes to Miss Marvel after.
He's acting dirty,
Captain
bro.
Marvel.
Bro, he like that No Way Home too. He the same way.
Yeah, he was
Damn.
acting the same way in No Way Home.
Yeah. And also, how long? Well, I guess the question is how long in between No Way Home to Miss Marvel and MCU? That's the thing we don't ever know. Shit like that.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's the
But-
question.
But how would you rate the episode, man? 1 to 10.
You know what? For this one, I'm gonna give it an 8. I'm gonna give it an 8. Give it some. It was a good showing. I feel like it wouldn't be fair to rate it higher than that, only because it's the first show to me, unless it's like something that's like super dope or like they come out the gate with like a whole bunch of stuff that E would love. Like I think I keep it at like an 8 for round. It's a baseline. It's a starting point, and for that I think it could get higher. But for right now, that's an 8.
E, how'd you rate it?
I'm with him on that. I'm definitely giving it an 8. So for right now, especially story wise, and I'm enjoying it. It's not.
Eight's not bad.
Yeah,
at
it's
all.
not bad. It's not bad at all. And I figured that. Remember, I told y'all I was like, I'm probably going to enjoy this because I like Marvel. They don't miss. It's like,
Stop. Don't do that. Dave?
I'm in the same vein, literally 8. That's exactly what I was going to give him. It was
For the
good
first
enough.
episode?
First episode, yeah. There was a
I'm
lot of things
surprised.
I didn't like. There's a lot of things I didn't like in the first episode, like the goofiness, like the father dressing as the Hulk. I didn't like that shit. I thought it was just,
I liked
you always yeah. I don't know. I don't know. It was just, it was a part that if it was me, I would have skipped it.
Okay.
But other than that, it wasn't funny to me though. That's the thing. Like if you got a comedic actor or something, and whatever, it's different. He wasn't. He struck me as more of a. I wouldn't say stern. He's kind of like not that stern, but I didn't think he was that much of a serious. There you go. That's the word I was looking for. He struck me as a little bit more of a serious guy, but not like a total goofball like that. Like he went straight over.
That's what made it funny to me.
That's what made it funny
What?
to me, right?
But for me, it wasn't. For me, it was like, oh, so this dude's a clown.
Yeah.
So yeah, but no, I gave the first episode an 8 because they cleaned it up nicely in the second half. When they started showing exactly how smart Bruno is and started showing what the powers can do, and then the Avengers Con, yeah, I'll give it an 8.
His paint job was phenomenal.
The what?
Yeah, it was.
That green
Oh.
paint job was phenomenal.
Well, yeah, I didn't like the headpiece because it literally looks like cardboard.
I would go with, man, Dave was hard ass fairly, so he can't never rate. You ain't never just be a judge of Halloween. Nobody can.
Hell no. If your shit don't got them great prosthetics,
Admit it. That Avengers, her costume was not the best.
Nah.
At that
nah,
shit.
it
When they marched on them Captain Marvels out, there was a couple different Captain Marvels out.
Yeah,
But like,
it
ooh,
was-
that was
was.
dope. That
it
was
was
dope.
dope.
some
Yeah.
of them was dope, but what she did that.
But
she
I
did
understand
on
what they
them-
did. They made it clumsy and kiddie on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Even the costume that she wore in real life was way better than that one.
Like I said,
To me-
I actually won a Halloween costume just
Word.
last year. Happy Dave wasn't there. I would have lost.
Word.
Like that.
Wait, what were you?
Shout out
What
to
were you?
Kamala.
I went as
Hey.
a Ghostbuster, full Ghostbuster. I had the whole jumpsuit on, the backpack.
What? And you what? Yeah, go ahead, Mike. Go
Yeah.
ahead, Mike.
That's
I know
what's
that
up.
I
That's
customized-
Yeah.
So Halloween is your
I customized-
thing.
Oh yeah. I'm doing it again.
Halloween's my girl's favorite holiday too, yeah.
That's my favorite holiday, bro.
Yeah,
Halloween's
I go
the
all in. I already got my ideas for this year.
Not me, man. I haven't dressed up in I don't know how long. I think the last time I dressed up was a couple years ago, and I just squirted fake blood on a white shirt, and that was it.
Bro,
That's
do
all,
it,
bro.
Like, that's it. That was it, bro. I'm
Hey,
just not into it, yo.
real talk, Dave. You could get away with a old school Wolfman, bro.
Yeah, right now, yeah. This all.
Yeah, bro. Hey, that's
I get rid of it all,
I'm
yo.
just saying, slick the hair back a little bit. You know the old school Wolfman I'm talking about. It can
Yeah,
pull
yeah.
it off. Hell yeah.
All right, well, let's talk about the episode. So, well, let me rate. I'm sorry, let me rate. I'm going with 8 too. So 4 8s. We'll go with that. So.
That's rare. I don't think.
That's I don't think we ever had a consensus. Yeah, man.
We didn't.
Wow.
4 8. That'd be a good poker hand right now. We'd be good. All right, so episode 2, we start. She got in trouble for sneaking out. Now she at the school. She walks into the school. She got the powers now. They playing Mace Feel So Good, so they got a good, soundtrack going on here and stuff like that. She bumped into old boy, the new kid, Cameron or Cameron, whatever his name is.
Of course.
And then he's all. Now I could tell right away that was like, something ain't right about that.
Yeah, it wasn't right.
You know what gave it away? When the girl said, "Hey, you're the new kid here. You only came here last week." I said, "Oh boy, he's somebody."
Yeah. And speaking of that, that's where we're at right now. So that scene, we see the chick Zoe. She's bragging about getting saved. She got more followers and stuff like that. And now she having a party. Kamala's kind of jealous, but she, want to go to the party and stuff like that. And like I said, she her first. So how you feel about that first scene in this episode, May? Let me ask that. Holla at May.
Yo, I'm gonna go ahead and keep it sweet because I know we pressed for time. But I will say that old girl that got saved is a dirtbag. That's just me. I know we talked about her possibly becoming good, but I think she's a dirtbag for throwing a party because she's celebrating the fragility of life.
Right.
Get it out of here, man. But I thought it was dope how Kamala was feeling herself after she had that night. You know what I mean? She came in there, she was feeling herself for real
good.
Yeah, but I thought it was dope how they handled that because sometimes things like that happen where the roles reverse like that and things switch around and you like, wait, I should be the one, but then wait, nobody knew it was me. So I got that whole thing and how she got the spotlight instead. But I thought it was pretty dope.
What about you, Dave? The opening scene, how you felt? Hold on.
Yeah.
No, go ahead, Dave. Go ahead and shoot, Dave. E, how you felt, bro?
No, I'm good. I'm ready. I'm good. So yeah. No. This is homemade strawberry ice cream with raspberries, blueberries, and real strawberries in it.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, homemade, bro.
My address.
Here's my address. Mixed berry ice cream then.
Right. Let me send you my
mixed
address.
berry. Mixed berry. Yeah, but I made the base strawberry though.
I'm gonna send you my address right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you go ahead and send me that.
Bro, it's so easy to make.
Wendy's came out with that frosty. Say, nah, man, I'll do my own frosty.
Hey yo, because all that frosty is vanilla. They think nobody can't taste that. That's vanilla with the strawberry syrup.
Anyway,
Hershey's inside the damn machine, like
yeah, like they think somebody dumb. Somebody dumb. I used to eat that.
Somebody just
right.
That's just what they did. Yo, all we gotta do is do that, and we got strawberry frosty. Good plan.
I ain't know, yo. You had one yet, E? This shit's banging, bro. This shit's banging.
Keep it real though. Don't it taste just like vanilla ice cream with the strawberry syrup?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I love strawberry, so guess what?
No,
That shit's banging. That shit's banging.
But we can make it ourselves.
All right, Dave. First scene, bro.
So for that first scene, yeah, you got to see her do that superhero strut. The same thing Spider-Man did where except he was dancing, I think, in part 3. But when he first came into high school in the first one, he had that renewed confidence. Like she has like this overtowering confidence now, like, oh, I'm the shit. I'm somebody special now. So
she has an identity now.
Yeah, and I agree with May. Old girl Zoe ain't worth shit for celebrating fucking getting saved. Like who the fuck? But and then her Twitter followers or whatever was it? Her Instagram. Oh god, she got like 500,000 people now.
Yeah,
give a shit about any of that shit. So yeah, I just felt like it was a good way to start the next episode. Now that we saw that she has powers and shit, I think it shows that she's young and she's ODing on doing some little shit. You know what I mean? She did, but essentially little shit. She did small potatoes, but she's ODing on it because, like, she was so used to being a nerd.
All right, how you felt, bro?
So I feel the opposite on the girl being a piece of shit because I know if I got saved by a hero, we celebrate. Not only just life, whatever hero it was that did it, because you already know.
Hey, yo, TJ, we having a barbecue.
Tell everybody. Call all the bros. Guess who saved my ass? Falcons swoop down this bitch. Steal wings. Kick some ass real fast. Woo!
Hey, I'm sorry, but I'm laughing at the fact that I said that she's a dirtbag. My man Dave said something else, and my man called a 16-year-old a piece of shit.
I ain't even realized that. Damn.
Yo.
You're not OGA. You're not OGA.
Listen, that will not work in court. I promise you, Dave.
She turned 18 last week. Yes, you piece of shit.
But nah, I kind of agree with her celebrating life, and she got look how she's looking at it. I got saved, and I got saved by a hero nobody else got saved from yet. So when this hero get popular, I'm the first. Me.
I mean, it's good business, I guess.
Yeah. So that's how Kamala got to look at it, but she's not there yet. And when she does, I hope she looks at it like that. Like, wow, okay, got your own fan base going. Just like how Peter had his own fan base. Look who his fan base was. The bully.
Like, it was cool when they did it in Shazam. Like, with social media and shit. But here it's like
Shazam too. Like they said that there. Good call on that.
Yeah. Here it's a different feel, yo.
Next we get the montage of her trying to understand her powers with Bruno, and we talked about how Bruno could read her the iPad. He says that powers not coming from the bracelet, coming from inside you, stuff like that. We also get her kind of I guess kind of not mastering, but becoming better with the powers, stuff like that. So let me ask May, why you chewing over there, Dave? What's up? How you feel about that, bro?
Of course, we all love a good montage. Of course, I was a little disappointed she didn't know Luke Skywalker flipped or nothing, but I enjoyed that. It was cool to see what kind of things she's capable of. It was also cool to have some funny moments of levity between them two, like when he was holding her and she fell or whatever. She looked down and she was like, "Let me go," and he was like, "Oh," and then let her go. Stuff like that. It was pretty cool, but it was good to see what kind of things she's capable of. Just to see like the step, being able to step on it and come up with a name for it and all that stuff. It was typical standard affair as far as montage, but it was handled well and it made sense in that setting, in that story.
How you thought about the whole montage of her with the powers?
Again, I like that he was helping her train. What songs was playing? Because they definitely had some good music choices through these shows. Like the music that they played for these during her show and for the show was good.
I forget during that montage.
It sounded like somebody just put on a hip hop of 2010, 2012. And just let it rock straight up because it's like it's not but a hit. It was a hit after hit after hit. Like every song, I'm like, I remember that shit. I remember that song.
Right. That's how I felt. Right. It was good. It was good. The music was great. But her powers, I really like the twist on the powers, and I love what he said that they're not coming from the bracelet, they coming from inside you. So that right there, that can mean anything, and I hope it means what I think it means.
What do you think it means?
Inhumans.
Okay, so you think the bracelet unlocked her inhuman
genes, right? Unless they're making her a mutant, but I assume Inhumans.
My only thing about that is how would the other Inhumans get unlocked then?
Whatever energy, because remember, how they got unlocked in the comics. The
Terrigen Mist. They use Terrigen
Black Bolt detonated the Terrigen bomb on Earth.
Right.
And
so
anybody went hell.
What happens is if it's not the Terrigen Mist, instead it's whatever energy that got unlocked in her, and he makes a bomb, and Black Bolt still makes a bomb out of it, and boom, unlocks everybody else.
That's a lot of mileage for 4 episodes.
It is, or whatever the bracelet is from. Who knows? It's gonna be a lot of mileage.
I think it's something. I don't think she can be a human though, because you can't make her have a different way than the other humans, right? I think it had to be all one thing.
Yeah.
Like in the comics, they all got the Terrigen Mist. and stuff like that. But I'm not E. Dave, how you felt about the whole thing? I saw you shake your head earlier about the whole montage. And
because
Bruno,
now we're seeing how crazy Bruno can get with inventions and shit. So in the comics, there's a group that Spider-Man started, believe it or not. Spider-Man and Reed Richards started called the Future Foundation.
Okay.
Where they went and found all these young ass kids, like between 7 to 14, to come and work on all the world's problems, like the smarter kids in the world. So I'm figuring Bruno might be setting Bruno up for a Future Foundation show. We're just seeing the open thread. Having the power not come from the bracelet. At first, Mike, I swear to God, me and you must be on the same wavelength here. I was like, Inhuman? No, because then she's gonna have to pass the bangle around to everybody to have it activate theirs. Then I started thinking Eternals, and I started thinking Kingo. When they mentioned Kingo, that's when I was like, wait a minute, she could actually be a descendant of an Eternal, and they could just use that as actual powers. Because you got to understand, these Eternals are still fucking.
Now I get what you're saying, but what about all them eyes, all them people, all them things you saw with the eyes, people, outlines? When she she flipped through, right?
That might be one of her latent abilities to go into that particular realm. We don't really know much. Yeah, she showed us her little hard light powers, but if that's all she can do,
the reason I like it,
tossed up in a fight.
The reason I like it is because when it happened with the bracelet at first, I was like, well, she need the bracelet on or to access the power? Because if not, I'd chop the bitch arm off and she ain't got no power. So now I'm like, now I know inside of her is better.
Yo, what's up, man? You ain't gonna say nothing about that, man? Come on, bro. Yeah. I call a 16-year-old a piece of shit. He talking about lopping the bitch arm off.
Listen, May watch Star Wars. He know everybody's the arm of Star Wars. May know how it goes.
Oh, you know, Marvel's famous for that too, bro. The left arm. Marvel is famous for that all over.
Right. So, but I'm just saying. So I'm like, so now my question is, even now that we know that, can she take it off and still be good with the powers now? Because she's been wearing it since she got it. So that's why I really got a question about this bracelet situation going on for me. But I did like the montage though. Either way, and the fact, like you said, to see Bruno and his smarts, man. All right, so next we get them actually going up to the party. We get them dude trying to hand her a drink. She drinks it. Alcohol not good. Blah blah. After, of course, she asked the mom, "Could she go?" We skipped over that. That's not really that big. At the party, we see old boy again. Shows up. Dude does a 450 off the roof into the pool, something like that, and comes out good. He like AJ Styles, man, off that roof.
Right, look like Pac. Neville sitting there doing Evan Bourne or some shit.
Right. Yeah, so he Bourne Identity with with a Porsche.
And it was not that many. It was like 3 feet. It wasn't a high pool.
Right. Yeah, hey, bro. Yeah. He a scroll too.
Yeah. So anyway, he comes out. We get all the sparks and stuff between him and Kamala and stuff like that. Obviously, your boy Bruno getting jelly over there. Like that.
Yeah, saw that.
That. And then he offers her,
You know what you're about to do? You're about to call Homeland Security and shit. Got this guy named Comrade over here.
Right. The cops pull up, typical, teenage party in the movie, stuff like that. Mm-hmm. They never happened to me, by the way. So I'm like, why doesn't it happen in movies? I don't know. But
it's happened to me a couple times. It's happened to me a couple times in the buzzing, but we had to dip.
Oh, for real?
The only time we had to leave parties is when motherfuckers was, started fighting.
Mm-hmm. No, but they getting called on them for regular shit.
For regular shit, they was just partying.
Oh, well, you look at the neighborhood, it was partying in, though. You got partying in the neighborhood like that, you're going to get people calling for noise complaint and shit like that.
True.
So, I've had noise complaints called, too.
But, it gives them a ride home. Anyway, so how you felt about the whole party scene and the ride home there?
Yeah. I thought it was a little crazy that he packed like 5 people into a Porsche. It was whatever.
Right.
But it's whatever.
I think it was 6.
Oh, yeah, I think you're right. I think it is 6. Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, and that old boy. I mean, don't get me wrong. Okay, and mind you, I don't want to be sitting up here judging kids and shit because technically that's what they was. What it is. All right, but I thought Kamala's friend looked better than her. But he's stalking her. He trying to get at her. So I don't know. That's what I'm just saying. If I was him, I'm gonna let you have that comment, Dave. I would have been like, get off my shirt. Let me get your number. Long story short, the whole ride home was I guess that's to set up. I guess that's to set up how much they're gonna have in common, and their love interest triangle, whatever. But yeah, I thought it was pretty inconsequential. It definitely set him up to be something more than what he was automatically. Like
Man,
how you afford a car like that?
Man, any thoughts on the party and the ride home there, brother?
Dave, what?
Right.
Bro, you're talking about the actresses, bro. What are you talking about? The actresses are older than fucking this. They both, I think they of age now. You're making like we talk about a grade school flick. Like they in second grade or some shit.
Dave, come on, man.
All right. Even though they're doing it, even though they're setting up a romantic angle, I guess we're gonna forget them. But for somebody to see the romantic angle being set up, it's like, yeah, it's weird.
The opinion, come on, keep the opinions about the story. You trying to rate the cast members and all that shit.
No, I'm just saying. A lot of people would wonder why. Oh my God, he's only walking up to her. I think it's because he knows she already has the bangle, and we find out later on she did. Okay. So he was just basically trying to get with her. That's why he didn't choose her old girl. But it's whatever.
That's fair.
It's whatever.
Fair. But I would say the party. I mean that party, man. Something did rub me the right way about my man Kamran at all, and I'm still trying to figure out what it is. But first off that damn SummerSlam top rope move he did and shit. Cool. Like he was going against Shawn Michaels in a ladder match. Like first off, I was like, wait a minute. And like you said, the pool was like only certain like amount. I was like, wait a minute,
maybe.
That's like a little ass pool, y'all.
That's what I'm saying. And it came up like he was like
with no hair.
You know what I'm saying? Came with a hunched over, abs showing my shit. You know what I mean? I was like, nah, I don't like you. I don't like you at all. But of course, he put the moves on Kamala. You know what I mean? Like you said, my boy Bruno was getting hella jealous, and it set up another story. It set up that kind of beef that one of them has with each other. That was pretty cool. That aspect of that friend that likes you but ain't got enough to tell you that they like you, but they mad because somebody is showing that they like you. You know what I mean? So I thought that was pretty dope. And the scene leading up to them getting dropped off, of course, because the block was too hot. Whoever that was, damn you, Sue Ellen or whoever, Kenry, Bob, whoever you were to call the party.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I thought it was dope to set that up because now we starting to see some seeds of jealousy and possible dissension. Outside. It's typical teen stuff, right? So we're expecting that. But I thought that was nice how they turned that instant, like that event, that party, into something that would also have yet another story kind of like blossom in front of it.
Any thoughts on that?
So when it comes to him, I just knew he was grimy from the gate because when he came out the pool, we see the shorties, we see them all standing next to each other. I know who I would have picked. I know who y'all would have picked. So when he straight up went for her, it was like
he is fucking that up.
My bad, guys. That shit's so damn good, bro. I can lick this bowl. Sorry, I'm good now. I'm good. I'm good now. I gotta eat something every episode. Come on now. Y'all be catching me at dinner time with this shit.
You and eat both, actually.
Yeah. He definitely. But I just knew he was bad money from the rip.
Okay.
At the party.
You think he's evil?
Yeah, he gotta be.
Even seeing the end of the episode?
Right, because even seeing the end of the episode. Wait, hold up. Now, who did she see when she saw that? Was that the same person?
Hold on. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. Well, and we also skipped the part real quick. I want to ask Maine how you felt about the when they were in the mosque and the mosque politics and how they treat the women compared to the men and stuff like that.
That seemed a little bit similar to church. It's similar to that as well. But it showed me like to another extent, like they could barely see through there. Like she was saying, there's mold in the carpet, and I was like, but that's how their culture is. But it was tight to see them two just talking about wanting more and wanting better and bettering themselves and chasing after what they want. I thought that was a nice little touch in that scene too. But old girl got her sneakers jacked though. You know what I'm saying? Like that.
That's crazy. That was crazy. Because I'm like,
Hold up.
that's like stealing in the
I don't want to go ahead, but
Oh,
I got to for this part. Old boy at the end, who she
Yeah,
saved,
he had him on.
he had the Snickers on. He stole the
Yeah.
Snickers. Shit.
Yeah, he had him on.
wait. Say it again.
The kid she saved at the end, he had her Snickers on.
That
He stole the
mother.
Snickers.
What?
Yeah.
That's why
Oh,
I
he gonna get his ass whooped.
I didn't catch that, yo.
I didn't catch that either.
That's why he hit.
Good for his ass. Broke his ankle. He said his ankle broke or some shit when he hit that car. Bro. Good for him. Broke his ankle. Karma.
And
motherfucker.
everybody gonna see them sneakers too.
Yo, he gonna get stomped out.
They was like, you was stealing in the
Little thief ass kid.
Cause you stealing, but look where he's stealing at.
He's not
Yeah.
stealing in America, though. Shit.
Yo, okay.
He said
okay.
America.
Yeah. He had him
Yeah,
on.
'cause-
Anyway,
Bro.
He's stealing inside the church. The magic. The
magic.
pray-
Yeah, the
You
magic.
do you go steal from a church in another country. Watch what happens, yo.
True.
All right. All right, you go do that. Watch what
And
happens.
she said that's the third time it happened to her. So I don't.
No, third time it happened to her, but 22 or 23rd time it's happened
Yeah.
to Jenner.
Yeah.
I was like,
So he just a thieving little motherfucker, ain't he?
Yeah, he gonna
Right.
get stomped out.
That's why
Yeah.
Harvard. Was
First of all, after the first time, I'm coming in socks. I'm sorry, I'm not wearing a like,
Not for real.
Nah,
My
first
car-
time
my car.
first time my kicks get jacked, I'm standing outside, bro. I'm standing outside looking at everybody's who got two pairs of shoes on.
That's
Right.
right. He had him on his feet, so that means he was wearing them.
Hell
So
with that.
somebody
I
came
hear
to
all
that
that.
motherfucker. Somebody came to that motherfucker barefoot.
Look, right. I would have walked in there with I would have walked into the altar with my shoes under my arm. I'm just
Who the
gonna
fuck
keep
walking
moving
through the
right
street?
here.
I don't know if any of y'all ever been to Jersey City before.
Yeah.
But who the fuck is walking through the Jersey City streets barefoot, bro?
I mean,
Hey, go ahead. Hey,
Hell,
go ahead with that shit. You have all kinds
Never.
of broken ass glass in your feet.
yeah, I've been there.
Bullet
Yeah.
cases.
I know.
Shit.
Jersey
That
City
shit-
crazy, man. But
Beef chalk.
next we get first of all we get this scene where her powers are kind of acting crazy. Her nose start glowing.
Yeah.
Her hands start acting up and whatnot. So that was kind of crazy up in the school. Then we see our boy Bruno get called to the guidance counselor. So like him too, he gets admitted to Caltech, but he's not sure if he want to roll. So May, how you feel about her powers and that part with Bruno there?
You know what? Honestly, I didn't have much to say on Kamala's powers happening because that's one of those things where you typically, in any kind of story like that, Spider-Man went through it. Everybody goes through it. It's trying to control it. That's typical stuff. But to me, I kind of got upset at Bruno because I get it. We all know it's the love interest part. He doesn't want to be gone from Kamala. But I'm like, yo, as an adult, you have an opportunity to go better yourself, to further yourself, and you tripping off of it
for free too.
right.
Like meals, your stay, your flight, everything is like all expenses included. And you worried about Kamala?
Yeah.
Nah, not this time.
Dave, like she ain't even that bad.
But maybe to him, you know what I mean? He like,
Yo,
hey,
nah, that's an easy choice, bro. California chicks or Jersey chicks?
see,
That's an
that's
easy
not
choice.
why
I'm
you
like,
going out
Caltech.
there, Dave.
Caltech, bro. Caltech all day, bro.
That ain't
fully
why you going
paid?
out there.
Fully paid, bro. Come on, bro.
Yeah, but think about it. Your friend a superhero or Caltech?
Here's the thing, though, right? Here's how I look at it too, right? Is that that's true. Your friend is a superhero.
Should be all right.
Caltech.
She about to find some new friends called the Young Avengers.
My thing is, what's the difference? You want to be a sidekick all your life, or you want to have something of your own to start?
He can't even sign it. Yeah, I won't give a shit about it. You got superpowers, good for you.
Nah, he
I'm
got
about
her
to go to
training.
Caltech. Fuck that.
So you might stay.
He got her training, so him having her because he's the one that's pushing her the most. So
So
far
he's gonna give up He's gonna give up his future to be a guy in a chair.
I guess so. Yeah.
She ain't got no money.
The bit,
She ain't got no money to pay him. What he gonna eat?
he's smart though, so he might remember a lot of shit is about not just how good you are, but who you know.
What
So
I would say is imagine all the gadgets and shit I can make you at Caltech. You need to come out to California. That's what I would say.
Right, because either that or he stay with her and walk as a friend in the friend zone.
Like maybe they
Right.
underestimated, but Caltech is up there with the MITs and the Oxfords and shit of the world, man.
Yes,
when it comes to
sir.
technology,
Nah,
bro.
it is up there, but is it
Straight
up
up, like you
Is
don't blow that chance if you're him. Like,
Nope.
bro,
there? But is it up there with like a Wakanda Foundation? Is it up
no,
like
no,
you know what I mean?
no,
Is
of
it
course
up,
not.
no,
But obviously,
right?
that's
no.
not being offered to him. What's being offered to him is Caltech.
Wait, not yet. You don't know the connections she might get now. She's
Oh,
definitely
I see where he going with it.
Like,
yeah.
oh, yeah, you're gonna end up in the Avengers Tower and talk about, oh yeah, I'm gonna make Cap another
Right,
shield, make Falcon another
right. Make
shield.
this,
Let
making
me,
that,
man,
right?
please, nah, bro.
Really,
Now,
really
who
pushing.
got? You know what? The money man died, bro. Tony Stark dead. Avengers is broke, Buster. Why you think Scott Lang into a podcast? They broke,
Man.
baby.
We were talking about this on Sunday after you left the podcast with Chloe and Josh about Sam needing a loan. Close to him.
Yeah,
Right.
yo,
Yeah.
straight up, he need a loan, bro. Money man dead, bro.
Listen, the
No.
next scene we get the actual drive-in date. You know, he let her drive. And then we see more about them in the diner, classic Jersey diner, of course. Then we get the brother, his fiance popping up, and they make up a lie right then and there. You know, I love the brother, by the way. But how you felt about that whole first that scene there, man? Stuff like that. You mute, man.
Oh, my bad. I thought it was cool to see Kamala, typical teenage stuff again, getting out, hanging out with somebody that she's feeling. And you know, we all been there. I've been there where I've been somewhere and you out there trying to do your thing and you look over and your auntie or somebody like walking nearby, you be like, oh shit. You know what I mean? Like I've been there. So it was dope to see that happen. It was kind of dope to see that kind of reaction. He was like, what's the problem? Like you can't. He was like, no, you don't understand. Like me being out with you for my family and how they see me, nah, this wouldn't work. And as we see, it kind of backfired anyway. But I thought it was still a good interaction between her. Are we kind of moving forward and talking about her brother?
It seemed
too?
like the wife knew what was up,
Yeah.
or the fiance knew what was up. But she
Yeah.
knew that story was bullshit.
Yeah, but they still went along with it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And it was cool that that my man Cameron kind of did the accent. He put the accent on just to kind of like throw him off a little bit. And then all of a sudden, her brother, we used to call you Hamram.com, Kamran, right? So you know they kind of played off of that. It was kind of smooth, but I got that. Again, one of those things where they remind us that this is a teenager. Living her life, and I thought that was cool that they did that.
I'm gonna move forward, man, for time's sake. Now we'll go back to the dinner table. The whole family's there. The dad is explaining to the brother's girl about their family, their history. I guess you get more about where they're coming from. You hear about the grandmother and the great grandmother. This whole thing about the kid being left, find her way back to her dad, following the stars on the train. Then you get Kamala. She falls out, sees the train sequence, and they got to wake her up. So Dave, let me holler at you. How you felt about that whole scene there, bro?
That was crazy. I was trying to make peace, make heads or tails of the following the stars thing. I'm thinking that those platforms that she was jumping on was following the stars, so to speak, and someone else was leading them there. That's when I started feeling like, okay, so someone else had these powers before her as well.
Right.
That's when the Kingo wheels, because this is right after that diner scene. So the Kingo wheels in my head are really turning. The Eternals wheels are really turning now, because I'm like, oh, so that woman also could have been a descendant of the Eternals as well, because they were here since caveman times.
My thing is about the mom. The mom is really like, yo, I want to talk about this. It's something the mom know that the way that she knows.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
I still can't read her.
Probably something she could do
Sphinx.
also.
Yeah.
Well, she probably held the bracelet at one time because she knew what it was when she held it up. Like, and when she first saw the bangle, she looked at it like it was like you holding up Pandora's box or something. So so that's why she brushed it off as junk and threw it upstairs, and try to play off of it. But yeah, I like that whole scene. I like now it's like, and then when the light started, I got to go back and look at that scene too, to try to see. I think it was the grandmother in the light though that was first coming, because she showed up again when she saved the boy. But yeah, I thought that scene was dope. I thought that whole scene was dope there. She went back to I'm gonna call it the spirit world until we get a better name for it.
So
and
that was
she
the
just ended up
grandma?
passed out.
That was the same lady who was in the instinct. That
car.
was
who was in the
car.
great
grandma, not grandma, the great grandma. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Which I
grandma was on the phone on the FaceTime.
Yeah,
Right,
Okay.
grandmother.
the
Right.
great
That was
grandmother.
the great grandma.
That's the mother
Oh,
of
okay.
that woman that she was on the phone with.
That's
Right.
crazy.
So the
Yeah.
great grandma she saw the vision of is the one that she saw in the backseat of the car.
Yes.
Yep. Who's
All
not
right, yeah.
aging? Who doesn't seem to really be aging for some reason.
Right.
Right. I was looking at that.
And that's all these things are all like, wow, eternal blood would make that happen.
So
Wow.
that dude that she liked is probably her cousin or something.
Well, he said it's his mother, so something ain't right.
Yeah, he
Right.
said that's his mom.
Oh, that's
so that's weird.
her uncle.
I think.
So
I
really,
think it
that's her
might be-
grandfather. Really, the dude
Yeah,
that's
that's
driving
her
her.
What the
It's her.
fuck?
It's her grandfather, bro.
It's the grandfather. What the hell?
Nah, I don't like it.
No.
That's
No, I don't like it. I don't like it.
That
I
just
don't
messed
like
me up. Yeah, that.
All right, I'll move forward. We talked about a lot with the grandmother already on the phone, and that she kind of mentioned what's going on a little bit. But next we get the May, I'll holler at you about the festival, and they all show up there. We got the all the different groups, the Illuminatis, and
That's a dope
Mafros
name.
and all the rest of the stuff like that. But just to talk about the festival and how everything was there and the whole authentic cultural stuff. How you felt about that watching that, May?
I actually really like that. It was cool to get a glimpse into their culture, and again, they really made sure that they showed a lot of their world, and it's
Right.
cool that they're telling their stories. And like we also mentioned in the last episode, it's grounded in reality. It felt real. You know what I mean? And the clicks that they saw, like to me, when I heard Illuminati, I was like, yo, that's fire. Like that right there. I can't wait to call my aunties that. But it's like that right there. The different groups and the different
Illuminati.
that you got the jocks, you got the Illuminatis, you got the surfer bros, and got all those other people in there, just all coming together. Though it's like another convention in a way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I thought that was really really dope how they did that. Of course, they split up to go further and help. I forget her name, but help the girl out.
No, Nakia.
Nakia, yeah, help her out. I thought that was really dope too. They helping out somebody. They helping somebody bring change and fight back against the oppressors as far as what females are usually being able to see is doing and all that stuff and running for politics. So I thought it was really dope how they did that, man. It was cool to see. Yeah.
All right, Dave, any thoughts on that whole festival there?
Oh yeah, no, that was dope too. Getting again, you start getting those high school vibes again, where you're naming all the little cliques. Everybody's very cliquey. So she's going to each one of the cliques, and it was cool. The Illuminati's thing, that was funny.
Yeah, it was.
But yeah, it was just another look into the Muslim lifestyle and of their like tradition and their cultures. Yeah, it was a pretty good scene. I liked it.
Let me go back one for you, E. How about the scene with the interrogation where he's interrogating Zoe, and they pop up in there, and he kind of play good cop and bad cop at the same time. How you felt about that scene?
If I'm not mistaken, right? Because I wanted to make sure what I heard that girl right. She tried to switch it up and say it was like basically it wasn't Kamala, like it was a different race and all that, right?
Yeah, but I don't think she knew
like-
that was Kamala. She tried to switch it up in everything. Yeah, tried to switch it up because that's her hero. So she don't want to bat her hero out.
How she didn't know it was Kamala? They all saw each other in their costumes.
No, she would have known. Don't you think she would have been on Kamala the next day?
Okay.
Don't you think if she knew it was Kamala, she would have been in her face like, "Oh my God, you're the best."
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah.
But yeah. Well, I like the fact she wasn't giving nothing up anyway on the hero. That saved her.
Yeah.
So she's that.
She ain't no A
shows you
train.
right there.
This ain't
Right.
A train we talking
She
about.
ain't no A train, right? She ain't no A train. She ain't tell them motherfuckers not. I thought that was official right there. That was a good scene. I thought that was official. But now you got me thinking they scrolls. Damn.
Yeah,
I think they
see
scrolled.
that.
The way they're acting, bro, it's just weird.
Right.
They're acting so fucking weird. It's
Yeah.
awkward.
So of course, we did see Kamala talk to those Illuminatis and get a background on her great grandmother. They all got different stories about her, that she didn't know, stuff like that, which kind of crazy. So yeah, pretty much. So we thought about that part, man.
I mean, it was wise for Kamala to go because she knew she gonna get some kind of dirt. Like they gossip. That's all they do is sit around and gossip and judge people. So I'm like, if I was her, I'd be like, oh, I know exactly where I'm going. Going to the aunties because I know I'm gonna get something about somebody who knows somebody who knew something about someone. Like that's kind of how it went down. And she heard all kind of stories. and she pretty much got a little bit of a lead into what was going on. You know, whoever she was, or her great grandmother. One person said, "Oh, she placed curses on people." One other person said that everything pretty much she had a hand in didn't work, and all these different things. So she was getting that information, and I thought it was cool how they focused on Kamala getting that information, because she wasn't getting it from her mom, and she wasn't getting it from her grandmother. They wasn't gonna give her nothing. So if
Right.
anybody else was gonna give her that lead that she was looking for, who else but the Illuminatis? So I thought it was cool how they focused on that.
Any thoughts on that, guys? Dave?
Yeah, yeah, no, definitely. It was definitely an important part of the show, because now you're getting the background information on not just the bangle, but the bangle holder itself, or the previous bangle holder itself. And then of course you had the hating ass auntie at the end gonna be like, "Oh, I heard he killed a man," like with the you know. So it sounded like she was one of the ones that wanted the bangle, and she couldn't have that shit.
Right.
So she just got hate on this shit. She kill a man. Like my
she was like dead.
Like my business when it comes to shit like that. You're supposed to say that shit out loud. Shit. What kind of cookout you think this is, you know?
Looking and follow up with, now if that was me, I wouldn't have done that.
Now if that was me, you see. But nah, it was definitely a significant portion of the episode. You got much needed information. They kind of used them like a plot device to give us information on it.
Yeah,
which I don't mind. I don't mind
it,
because it was a fun plot device. Yeah, it was fun. It was very well crafted. So it was good. It was a good scene.
All right, E, let me wake you up, bro. How you felt about the next part is the boy's dangling, right? He's gonna fall, and she goes to save him and stuff like that. And Bruno already knows that she's gonna do it. You know what I mean? You can tell. But she goes there, she's using her powers to catch him. We guess she does catch him, he falls again. Ultimately, the great grandmother shows up again, and the boy, you know, she saves him though, but he almost falls. How you felt about the whole save scene, E?
I liked it. I like, because she really was trying, and I think to me this was like what, her second one. This is her second save right now.
Yeah.
And this one is way more serious than the other one to me. Like this drop is all the way down, and you seen that she used the stretch. I like that they threw in the stretch arm. She's still stretching.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So she still did it, and then she used those what do you call those? What are those?
Hard light platforms.
Hard light platforms. Yeah.
Yeah.
So she used the hard light platforms for him to fall on, and he still put a dent in the car, which he deserved.
Hindsight, because I didn't even know that. Man.
Yeah.
She couldn't steal people's shit.
Right.
He probably got a whole sticker resale business on the side. He got a whole consignment shop on the side.
It would have been dope if she was like, "Hey, aren't those Nakia's shoes?" And that's what I would have did. Like, "Hey, man, them shoes look familiar. Please let me down. I don't know, man. Them shoes look real familiar. Please."
That little kid would have been like, "Get off me, bitch!" I'm about to steal those boots off your feet.
Well, Dave, how you felt about the whole scene, bro? Any thoughts on it?
Yeah, I mean, it was a typical save scene. I think it led more just to get the heat on her, like as far as like, you know, her being there and the cop showing up, so you can see what she does offensively, like, which again you have that same hero. Well, we're talking about when she escaped also, right? With the cops and just
no.
Okay, not yet. So now the scene in itself, it was just setting up the next scene. But I felt like it was a pretty good save. I don't know why her power started to cancel out, and why
because the great grandma popped up.
Right? Why would the great grandmother pop up at that particular point? Did she want to kill the kid? Maybe he stole her shoes.
I think she wanted the bracelet. Honestly, located. I think
that kid stole her shoes too, and she was like, "Oh no, save this little motherfucker, let it fall." But nah,
man.
Go ahead.
Any thoughts on the save scene, man?
You know what? I felt like to me the focal point to me was just the vision of the great grandmother. Like the save, I get that. We all talked about that, but I think I'm trying to figure out what's the goal, what's the aim of the great grandmother, and how was she able to talk to her? How was she able not to talk to her? How was she able to commune with her? How was she able to reach her?
Right.
And of course, we know this, and whether it's physics or whether it's math or whatever you want to call it, there has to be if there's a way that I can see you, there has to be a way for you to travel to me.
Right.
It has to be. It's a two-way thing.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm interested in is how does she keep showing up, and what does this have to do with the bracelet? That's what I want to know.
Okay. Well, let's get to that too, because next, like Dave said, she tries to run away. She got the DOD after her. They're using those Stark drones to try to holler at her. She takes a couple of those out. Jumps over him, hops in the car. We see our boy and the great grandma again, but in 2000 in today's time. So, Dave, how you felt about the whole part you were talking about earlier?
This would have been the scene where if you're gonna fight cops, it would have been good to show like a little offensive. But you can't have her fighting the police or fighting damage control. At this point, I don't even know if damage control could be considered cops. Right?
Nah, they're not. They're
not, right? They're just considered feds. They're not considered cops, so to speak. So yeah, she could have showed some offensive capabilities, slapping them around a little bit, something like that. A big fist. Also with the scene with the falling scene with the kid, my bad, I forgot to say this. As she's trying to save him, I bet you $10s of dollars are gonna take that video and make it look like she's trying to hit him. Yeah, I bet you they're gonna do that because that's the only reason why you would have that scene. Yeah, exactly. So, but moving back to the current scene, you see instead of showing her offensive capabilities, it's the only thing I didn't like about this episode, by the way. Instead of showing her offensive capabilities, they show her destroy 2 Stark drones by accident. Like Tony Stark, it seems like would be a guy that would make stronger drones than if they just bang into each other. They just explode.
This is different though. This is hard light, man. We don't know.
But all she did was step on one of them. And it flew into the other one and exploded. She ain't hard lighted at all. She ain't used none of her powers on that shit. She just used her powers to knock it over now.
Did she? Yeah,
she made it like
she did on the first one.
She did a fist, and blew that shit up. Yeah,
she did.
I gotta watch it again. It looked like she just made steps and then used the last Stark drone and used that as the last step and kicked into the other one. But anyway, we get to see the guy pull up, showing that he can't really be a villain because he's showing up with the girl's grandmother. I don't know if the grandmother's a villain or not. I hope they don't do that. I hope they don't just create a whole new villain. I want to see like a villain of hers in her rogues gallery. But
I don't think he's a villain, but he wasn't on the up and up. I put it like that.
Well, I already kind of read up on that one. He's a different character, but they're giving him a different name, like a different backstory, a different name, everything.
Okay.
So his whole name isn't even the same as it is in the comics. Like his real name ain't even the same. It's like giving her the name of Kamala Patel instead of Kamala Khan.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
So, but at any rate, I thought that scene was dope. Obviously, we're gonna get now a lot more exposition because now she's gonna have a full conversation with the grandmother. 50-50 on whether the grandmother's lying or evil or villain. I can't tell yet because she's not really in the comics. So, I thought that scene was dope.
The last scene which got away from the cops or wherever they are.
I think grandmother's the villain, dog.
Me too.
Right.
I think she's a villain. I think she wants that bracelet.
Me too.
Because her grandmother and her mother took it from their great grandmother.
Right.
Because of something that she did, and they are protecting that, and they don't want it to come out because they know if it's used, she'll know.
Mm-hmm.
And kind of pretty much track it. That's what I think.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I want to see. I think they ended the episode at a great moment, because it's always one of those situations where now we don't know what the relationship between her and Cameron is. We don't know what the relationship between Cameron and her great grandmother is, if that's her. And we getting ready to find out what kind of relationship she's gonna have with all three of, like with both of them. And she's in his car with them, and she's also being chased by these bots and all that stuff. So I don't know what the hell's gonna happen, but I think that her great grandmother got something. She ain't right, and they took that for a reason.
What do you think, E, about that last scene with Maine saying that?
Nah, I believe it. Like, she ain't right. Because she almost caused that boy to get killed anyway, doing whatever message she did. And then secondly, like, what's the sneaky approach? We
don't know. We don't know whether she caused that first one or not. We don't know if that was just a bangle malfunction or what, right?
A bangle malfunction? Okay.
Like,
to me,
her powers maybe malfunction. Her powers going. She's still getting acclimated. Okay.
Because the grandmother showing up could actually allow her to take her to the next level of her training. Like, there's only Bruno. Only so much Bruno could do.
So you're saying it's kind of like when Peter's spider sense was kind of like, he was getting used to that. It would happen here, it would happen there, it would happen.
Yeah,
that's what I feel.
Yeah.
like a spider sense. Like I feel like it was letting her know evil was coming.
Okay.
That too. That could be it too.
Well, let's go ahead and rate the episode. Man, what you give it?
You know what? Because of the action, I'm gonna bump this up to a 9. There were some things that I didn't like in there. Some things that I wish. Some things that, like, of course, like I kind of agree with some of the stuff that Dave was saying about the fight scene. Mm-hmm. While I disagree, well, he's gonna go back and watch it. There was more action. I felt like this was that opportunity for her to really. Of course, she's 16 and she's panicking, but that would have been one of those moments where she could have realized who she was and what she could do. And say, well, let me see what else I can do in this moment. Even if it's fleeting, if I can walk on these damn light platforms and walk over people, let's see what else I can do. And I think that was a missed opportunity. And some other moments, but I think because of that, it was still great action, great storytelling. I'm gonna give it a 9.
Dave?
I'm gonna go 9, like 9.5. Again, the only thing I didn't like was the fact that they didn't show her offensive capabilities yet. Everything else, every other part of the show, sometimes it may have seemed insignificant, but everything was very, very significant in the show. Every scene felt like it had some important piece of information we need to know. So yeah, I would give it like a 9.5. This was right up Marvel's alley, and I still understand it's a young teenage hero show, so I'm giving it benefit of the doubt, like all the way through. I'm gonna give every Marvel show the benefit of the doubt because it's Marvel. So
fair.
I'm giving it I'm giving it an 8.5. I loved everything about it. Basically, certain things was a little, but the action, I like her action. I need more of that. I need to see her. I feel like they're just holding off a little bit, and then we're gonna get her going in, like really having to go in. So I can't wait. I can't wait. I want more. I need more, Marvel. Let's go. Give me more.
And I'm gonna go with I'm gonna match E with the 8.5 because I feel like there's more. It'll get better as time go along. Okay. They're building a story. I wish it was a longer season sometimes with these.
Right.
Yeah.
It's what it is at that point. But I think for her, only thing about her is that we don't need it as much because we know she's coming right back in the Marvels movie. So even though she only getting 6 episodes, we're gonna get her right back in the movie. So I think that'll be pretty dope at that time. So. But anyway, guys, thanks. I know we went half hour over, but that's what we do. We talk. So sorry about that, man. But come on, thanks for coming on. Thanks for watching, everybody watching. Always like, comment, and subscribe. We'll be back on this channel on Sunday, 12:30 for Obi-Wan. This was a big episode. Dave, you missing out, bro. But me, May, and E, and Josh.
Yo, they're not making no more Mandalorians?
Yeah. It's coming back. Season 3. Yeah.
When? That's the only one I watched.
Back in the end of this year, yeah.
Oh shit! Okay, I checked it the other day, and I'm like, damn, I guess they done with it. I guess they just took it over as Book of Boba Fett.
They're shooting season 3 right now. Yeah.
Oh shit! Nice.
If you watched that, then you on for that show. That's cool.
Yeah, I watched Mando. Yeah, I watched Mando.
Okay, all right. We're back to the boys, of course.
Obi-Wan
on Monday. Anyway. Dave, E, May, thanks again, and we'll see you guys on the next one.
Peace, everybody.
No doubt. Peace, everybody.
All right.